Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, the topic is about interviews. So as you guys know, I have given interviews in lot of companies. If you're not following my Instagram, please make sure that you're following my Instagram. I'll link my Insta ID here. So yeah, so I have given interviews in a lot of top companies, as you can see in the beside screen. So I have given interviews in a lot of top companies, as you can see. So these companies range from a small firm to a big, large company. So the process of interview is different. It's very different in all those firms and all those companies. It depends on each company to company. It also depends which stage of interview are you, whether you are giving interview for an articleship or whether you are giving interview for an actual job after qualifying CS. So let's divide this topic into articleship interview and interview after you actually qualify. And based on the experience, also the interview questions and rounds can vary. So let's start, and I will take up one by one, like what are the questions they'll ask in a firm level and moving down to the top level companies. So let's begin. So let's start with the first one, which is the firm level interview for articleships. So in articleships at the firm level, they will ask you very basic questions, which is what is your name, what is your family background, and how do you travel here? What is the stipend which you will take, and how many days of exam leave which you will take? And other than this, they won't ask you anything relating to Companies Act, because they also know that you know nothing about it and you're just the person who has qualified, and they might not expect much. So this is what I'm talking about at the firm level. They will just assess key, are you ready to work late night, what is the traveling distance, and what is your family background. If your family background is educated, they will show interest in you. So this is regarding firms. They generally don't ask anything. And if you want in detail answers to what type of questions they throw, then you need to join my 1 hour session, Zoom session, which I carry. I train people for how to appear for interviews. This is every Sunday, so you need not worry about the working days. It's just a 1 hour session where you will be guided what type of answers should you give to what kind of questions. So yeah, let's move on to the other. If you have applied in big companies, let's take an example like the Tatas or Infosys, then they have a proper process. So again, the entire process, I train the entire process in this 1 hour, 2 hours Zoom session, which I carry on every Sunday. So make sure you register if you're not getting any job, or you're appearing for one, or you have just passed the exam, or you have actually appeared and now don't know key, in the free time what to do. So this will be the most useful session which you will do with your money. Okay, so let's move on. If you are giving interview in companies such as Tata's and Infosys, then generally they have first is the HR round, which they will assess you as per your family background, as per how dedicated candidate you are. So these questions related to the same will be asked. One second. Okay. So if you're appearing for the interviews in larger companies like the Tatas or the Wipros, then they have a specific process which they follow, which is first they will have a HR round in which the HR will get in touch with you. He will assess all the basic characteristics and make sure the candidate is ready. If they find the candidate is proper, for example, you show dedication, you show other traits which a candidate needs to have, then they will shortlist you for the next round, which is generally a technical round. So this technical round will be headed by a CS or a head CS, depending on the level of organization, and you will be asked technical questions like very basic. What is the meaning of company? What is share capital? What is paid up capital? What is a small company? What is the meaning of charge? Then they might ask you certain sections like what is 2 clause 49, what is 188 section, and what is 197 section. So these are all small things which you will be asked about. Now I have prepared a practical checklist of all those things which you have to study and go before appearing for this interview. So in my session you will be trained regarding the same. So all these questions will be asked in the technical round. Mostly they are repeated questions. They have no new questions in articleship round. It's just the same questions which they repeat about. So this is what they will ask in the HR round. Next, if you qualify, then they will again be a HR round. So there will be a HR technical and HR round. So in last HR round, they will negotiate your salary. In case of articleship, they will negotiate your stipend. So you just have, maybe they will offer you in between 12,000 to 20,000 in case of a large company, or else the small firm will just offer you anywhere between 10K, 8K to 12K, depending on the size of the firm. So this will be the range in which you will be paid, and I think they will negotiate the number of leaves which you will take for the examination. So this is what a process of general articleship starts and ends. Now, once your articleship is done, you are applying for maybe a proper job, or you're doing your articleship post your examination, then the only question that will get deleted is the number of days you'll take leave for. Other than this, the entire process remains the same. So now moving on to the actual job. So talking about myself, when I had 1 year of post qualification experience, yes, and one of the important things to notice, they take your experience post your membership, post qualification and post your membership. So if you have passed and not got your membership number, that doesn't count. So once you get your membership number, then only the experience counts. Okay, so once you have your membership number, then I think post 1 year they will start asking questions like, the process remains the same. In firm it's a little less serious. If you have contacts, and yes, contacts work. So if you have contacts in firms, you'll directly get in through, and if you don't have contacts, then the process remains the same. First, they will have some written test conducted, and if you pass the written test, they will make you meet the head CS under which you will be training. And if you successfully do that, then you will be meeting the final HR to negotiate your salary and negotiate terms and conditions on which you will be working. Your terms and conditions varies from whether you will be working from home or whether you will be working from office, and how you will be traveling, whether that will be reimbursable, whether you can be sent on client place or not will be asked here, because secretarial work involves a lot of audit, visiting client places. So these questions will be asked as to you are okay with those things or not. So this is the second type of HR round which will be conducted after your technical round. So in this, the technical round questions will be a little more intense depending on your level of experience. For example, you have 1 year of experience, so they will ask you about 197, 198. They'll ask you about CSR 135. They'll ask you about 19. Then they will ask you about the composition of board. If we are a listed company, this is our board composition. So is it enough, or there is any non-compliance of the same? They will ask you about holding and subsidiary case losses. They will ask you whether you have done any entrenchment of articles, whether you have drafted AOA, whether you have drafted MOA, whether you have done all types of issues. Now, all types of issues includes bonus issue, um, rights issue, preferential issue, conversion of CCDs, conversion of CCPS. So all these things will be asked. So a brief, if you want to just take a screenshot and you want to study, so I'll just list all the possible questions which they will ask on the screen right now. So you can just take a screenshot regarding the same and keep it in your phone and refer it whenever you find it reasonable. So if you want in detail, that's not possible because it takes nearly 1 hour to decode every section and make sure you understand, so that any question asked from the same is answered. You need to join my webinar. There I think I can dedicatedly give you time of 1 hour in which we can decode each section and make sure you're ready for the interview. Now, the most catchy thing is the last round, which is the HR round, and in that they will ask you if is your salary negotiable. So your answer should be no, because I did the same thing. I said no, my salary is not negotiable. This is the market base salary which everyone is getting. So based on the level of experience and based on my capabilities, I think I deserve the same. So all the tricks and hacks which you need to implement in your interview will also be discussed. So I hope this video has given you a little hint about what are all the questions which various you'll be asked at various stages of your CS life. And as I said, as you go higher in your experience, like your 4 years of experience, your 5 years of experience, now it depends on which sector are you. For example, if you have gained experience in banking sector, you will be asked many questions regarding the same. If you have got experience in electric sector, the next company which you will possibly get is electric sector, because they look for candidates which have worked prior in electric company. And same regarding the banking, they look for candidates which have previously worked in a banking company. So what I suggest you is, if you're interested in certain companies, start working from there itself. Like, get your first year of experience in a banking company, second year of experience in a banking company, so that you are in the same line, and it fetches people a lot of money, believe me. So don't get saturated. Just focus on one line of work and just continue in the same. If you are in a firm, then if you have already have 2 3 years of experience in firm, then stick to the same and become a partner, because shifting will be a very big job and it will be hectic. It will be like restarting everything. So this will be my advice, and yes, more such tips will be in my webinar which I conduct on Sunday. So make sure you register for same. And as your exams are nearly completed, I wish you do something productive with the days which you have in hand until the results come out. So, if you want next video regarding the same, like what all courses should you enroll in, let me know in the comment section, and I will make a video regarding the same. So, yeah, this is it for this video, and thank you for watching. And I will attach a detailed screenshot and answers for you, a brief answer for you, so that you get clue as to what to answer. So meet you next time in the next video. Thank you. Yes, by the way, when I'm making this video, look who's interrupting me.